Welcome to episode 46 of the Isla Paradiso bunch. We still have the same group of Sims in Simhara. They are Hayley, Josephine, Judy, Jeannie, Sam, Diana, Craig and Muriel. Now this is a video that is based on recordings done ages ago, and it has no game sounds in it, so it's only my voice you'll hear. Craig has just reported in. He has completed the ancient library, and now she's given him Race to Nowhere. Yes, this book describes 3 powerful relics left here by the old kings of Simhara. There's a lot of information that we can use to track down the final relic. Luckily, I already know where another one is. Unfortunately, so does Morkakorp. There's no time to explain, but you must go to the merchant Layla Lufti before Morkakorp's goons arrive and obtain the relic of the sun, which is in the merchant's possession. I'll explain later, just go. I think I just saw the raccoon. Wow, it's still in the video. Look at this, he's arrived at the market. He's looking for Layla Lufti, and she is the food merchant, I think. So he's going in there, and she sends him packing because she doesn't know him, and she's telling him nothing, not telling him a thing unless he gets to know her a little bit better. So off he goes, and before he can jump in the pool, I've got to get him back there quickly so he can greet her and they can have a nice little chat until Layla Lufti feels she can actually trust him enough that she's happy enough to give him her relic of the sun. So they're now going to have a little conversation. This is Craig's effort to butter her up and get what he wants out of her before he runs off with it. So the relationship there is increasing. You can see it in the top left corner of the screen, that green bar. Oh, he's still got the mummy's curse. At least they haven't had any arguments yet. It's very frustrating. I think she's teaching him a song. That's always a good thing to do when you are in a foreign country, is to get the locals to teach you a song. That improves the relationship with that person, and you can then also teach that song to other people in other worlds, and that will improve the relationship with them as well. So when he knows her well enough, he will ask her the question. There it is. He's asked her, and she's told him what he's got to do. The race to copper. So the leader Barakat wants me to hand over this relic, hey? I have no use for it, but you do, which means there is a value in the piece. I judge this value to be 5 chunks of copper. Bring me this, and I will hand over the relic. You had best hurry, though. I might get a better offer. So Craig goes off to jump in the pool because he doesn't need to go get copper. He's already got some in his inventory, and I just wasn't quick enough to stop him. So he's got to come back now and give her... Yep, no, he's not in his togs. He mustn't have got in the pool yet. I did stop him in time there. How excellent. But he wants to be in the pool. So, on the side of good, he's given her the copper because he didn't have to go get it. On the side of good, the copper is much appreciated. I will put it to good use. Unlike this relic I've been hoarding for so long. Here, enjoy it. Take it back to whoever sent you here. Yes, I know something is going on around here. Don't take us locals for idiots. Craig reports in to deleted Barakat, who has now returned to her home. And she's happy that he's got information, and she says, now you've got to prepare the bribe. So preparing the bribe. You have made the right choice helping me out. I will tell you the truth. I work for an organisation that wants to stop Morkukulp from exploiting this land. We could really use your help. If you want to sign on, there is more work to be done. We need to buy you time to explore the next tomb, which means we must bribe Morkukulp's henchmen. Explore the sands around town to find 2 pieces of mamatomium, with which to bribe the Morkukulp goons. Bring back to me 2 pieces of mamatomium. Now I think we've found that Muriel had some mamatomium in her inventory, but it was only 1 piece. So he's got to go off, and fortunately we've discovered there is another piece available somewhere close by, and he's headed off to collect it. Now that particular location I find is an excellent spot to find mamatomium. Sometimes it can take a few days for the mamatomium to spawn, which is why when I collect it, I tend to hang on to it. And that's why Muriel had it in her inventory. It's worth a lot of simoleons. You could sell it, but they don't need the simoleons, they need the mamatomium. And because Muriel had it in her inventory, he can report in probably 1 or 2 sim days earlier than he would have had to if she hadn't kept it in her inventory. So he's running off to collect the 1 piece that he's located on his little mamatomium radar that we use to find it. This is always a great place to come to collect metals, and sometimes you find small pets, minor pets, or flowers. But mamatomium is going to spawn anywhere. It's sure to spawn here. It does occasionally spawn in other places as well. So he's collecting everything he can find that's here at the time. Not just the mamatomium. It was a long way to run to just take home a piece of mamatomium. But he's got it all now, so he's going to go and report in. To sell that flower that he picked, because it loses value so quickly. I don't really want to keep the flowers. I don't do anything with them. So there's some wild horses at the oasis. I often see foals with their parents, with their mothers here. The horse looks a bit stuck. Get to enjoy a bit of the scenery. There's the Sphinx. He's got a lot more business to do with the Sphinx before we go home. He is off in the distance, putting his umbrella up and running. Back to report into Deleted Barakat. Nice little view of the town. And there she is waiting for him. I think there are some pomelo trees and things growing there. And if there is, I'll send somebody in to pick them, because we need, there they are, they've come in the view now. That tree in the middle of the screen, that's a pomelo. The other one, no, not pomelo, pomegranate. The one on the right's a pomegranate, one on the left is a pomelo. Diana can come and harvest them. We need pomegranates. HQ Infiltration. I've arranged for the mammotomium to be deposited in a chest in a local Mooka Corp headquarters. There shouldn't be anyone to bother you. The problem is the security systems will most likely be online. This could get a little hairy. Take this package of mammotomium, deposit it, and watch your back. So that he gets 30 visa points for that. And now he's got to head off to the Amin household, which is Mooka Corp's headquarters. So here's Diana. She's come back there, or she's arrived there now to pick the pomelos. Oh, pomegranate she's picking now. There is a pomelo tree there on the left, but she's into the pomegranates right now. Then I'll send her off to that other garden, you know, that garden that's across the river, where there's all sorts of things growing. She's looking for very nice or better quality pomegranates. I don't think she actually gets any. So Craig has arrived at the Amin household. This is where he started out on his series of adventures, I think. I don't think it was the same house, but it was the one of the Amins. So he's been invited inside, but he doesn't want to go into the house itself. He wants to come to this little shed out the back. So he's got to extract himself from the occupants of the house and come out here. That umbrella's correct, shielding him from the sun. Now this is just a little shed that's got nothing much in it except a bicycle and a hole in the wall. 2 bicycles and a hole in the wall. So let's see what's in that hole in the wall. Some barrels there as well. Doesn't look very hopeful though, does it, except for the hole in the wall. Steps. So down he goes into the steps. There's a door he could get through, or there's a trap he could... So let's go to the trap first. Maybe that door's locked, I think. I think that door is locked, so that's why I've ignored it. So it's got to go through the trap. Go into the next room. There's a pushable statue with a floor switch. Obviously he's got to push the pushable statue onto the floor switch. So far so good. Another floor switch. Yep, another pushable statue as well. What's going on back at base camp that we got thrown back there? Muriel's on fire. Oh my goodness. It's really hard at the base camp here if you're not using your Sims, because they've got no shelter and it's really hot. I think it's about 90 degrees there at Celsius. I don't know what it is Fahrenheit, probably about 70 or whatever. Or is that 100? I don't know. I forget. We used to have Fahrenheit here, but I changed it when I was still a teenager, and I've forgotten now how to convert it. I think 100 was the high temperatures, wasn't it? And 70 is pretty comfortable. 100 degrees Celsius is boiling point of water, so it wouldn't be 100 degrees here. So, I think 90 degrees wouldn't be survivable either. Once it gets up around 40, you're getting pretty hot, and at 50, you don't want to know about it. Actually, up anything above 30 degrees Celsius is uncomfortable. And that's coming from somebody who grew up in the tropics. That's trap's undone. Oh, he's got another one there he's got to disarm. He's got to find it first. So you can find these hidden traps by just running your mouse over the floor in front of the sim before he walks on it, and it will actually come up with a menu to inspect, which is what he did. He inspected it, and when he inspected it, he discovered there was a trap there, and now he is disarming the trap. He's found a door that he can go through. This is a very convoluted way into these headquarters. So here's a series of treasure chests, 4 of them. That nectar might come in handy. He's getting quite a collection of nectar. We can sell that money bag. Oh, a keystone. We must need that shortly. Looks like we do. And some ancient coins. So I can use the keystone immediately in that keyhole. So he went in one door just so he could come out the door next door to it, to reveal a floor switch, to go into a third door which is next to the other one. I told you it was a roundabout way into this tomb. Check for any traps along here, but I don't think there are any. And then go in that door, down some steps. Now what? Floor switch. Stand on it. Through a hidden door. Another floor switch. Stand on it. Surprise, surprise, another hidden door. But wow, we're in the room. We found the headquarters. So let's empty the treasure chests. Now that's the sigil that we need as part of the tomb collection. He's getting quite a few of them now for Egypt. And that's got some stuff in there that he can collect, but he needs to put the bribe in, so he's got to open it up again. Now what I'm wondering is, did he remember to do the 3rd treasure chest? I have a feeling that I forgot to look at in the other one. Because he's got the next adventure now, Hacker. Craig receives a phone call from Delida Barakat. See, that is a reason why I always do everything else before I do the one with the treasure in it, because I can easily forget to do the rest of them. Anyway, he gets a phone call from Delida Barakat. Good job with the bribe. Just leave it there and the henchman will take care of the rest. Also, I've hacked into the Morka Corp mainframe. The information is there, but I cannot get it from my computer. Hack the commander's computer inside their HQ to find the location of the Second Relic. It should be a room with a computer all by itself. Be quick about it. So there he is hacking the computer. Looks like he's done it. Which means he's going to have to report in, doesn't it? Maybe. The Second Relic. Craig receives a phone call from Delida Barakat. Thanks for sending in the information. According to the data, the Tomb of the Desert Ocean is an underground oasis, a vast source of water for centuries. You must survive its depths to find the relic of life and return it to me. This is Delita Barakat signing out. So now he's going to take all of his buddies with him to get them out of the sun. So we're all going to enter the tomb of the desert ocean. But only Craig is going to get... Oh, look, there's a fire. That's a fascinating side event now, isn't it? This is where somebody has said something. He says, "When will I learn?" bemused Sopti Hawass. "One does not invite Sahara Diab and not expect something to go up in smoke. I mean, look at my country fried counter. It is completely ruined. There is as yet no explanation as to why Sahara decided to set the item on fire. I don't have any fire brigade here. I suspect that it will just go out all by itself. We'll leave it burn though. It does look a very ferocious fire, with lots of flame, lots of smoke. But here we are, we've all arrived at the Pyramid of the Sky. And this is the end of the video now because it's going to take such a long time to go through that particular tomb. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye bye for now. I'll see you next video.